I'm Dale Phillips.
Dale Phillips, of course, of Girl Trouble fame.
Yes, that is correct.
Isaac Olson.
Kurt Kendall, also of Girl Trouble.
All right. And I'm kind of curious. I mean, you're doing the whole leap from the performance stage to film.
From the stage to film.
So you were inspired by, I'm guessing, Ice Cube, Justin Timberlake, that kind of thing?
Absolutely. Justin Timberlake, if anybody, absolutely.
You're double threats. Double threats.
Triple threats.
So how did this whole thing start? I mean, how did Quiet Shoes start? Take me to the beginning.
Kurt has continually told me of his screenplay aspirations. He really is a writer, I think, at heart. So after divulging a lot of his unmet potential in the writing area, we decided to team up and work on something.
Initially, we had written a completely different movie. It was kind of like a B-60s style co-hit drive-in horror, sci-fi,
Theoretically, a much better movie.
And we had finally had it all written, and it was like Thanksgiving Day, and we had all the scripts printed. We were going to send them to various people that we were hornswoggled into being in it. And one of the guys involved, whose house we were going to use, who was also in the movie, decided at the last minute it wasn't going to work. He didn't want us to use his house, which was a big plot point of the movie. And it was a great house because it was minimalist, very sparse, and it had a basement. It was going to have a creepy feel to it. And he bailed on the whole thing, which kind of like threw a wrench in the works. And so we kind of scrambled, and I had a threadbare idea of doing a film noir type comedy about a detective who gets these new shoes, which really have little to do with the plot at all.
Nothing to do with the plot.
We scrambled.
Do they have everything to do with the plot?
And yet, that's the title of the film.
Yes.
Although you'll find a lot of titles of films have nothing to do with anything. I used to always have this
People
theory.
with a film background will realize this.
This friend of mine used to always say, although we never did it, anytime we go to a movie, the minute they say the title, we have to get up and leave in the movie, even if it's at the beginning.
We were talking about that last night. Actually,
You'd have to leave immediately.
movies that have to spell out their title.
But
So
then
do you actually do that in this movie?
we do say Quiet Shoes
Well, in the
So you heard it here first. Everyone should get up and leave.
at the very beginning.
2 minutes in. The theme song doesn't count.
But he says quiet.
But that was the kind of narration.
He doesn't say quiet shoes. Shoes quiet.
But then me and Isaac just scrambled and went back and forth, and it was just like less than half the time it took us to write the other one, we wrote this.
Yeah.
But also did some writing as we were filming.
But you're saying this is Plan B, is what we're
This
saying.
is the biggest plan B I've ever wanted.
So it sounds like, I think you mentioned Thanksgiving. So this is in a matter of like the last few months that you.
No, this was
This
Thanksgiving in 2005.
Oh, okay. So wow, this
So
is
we
a long
started
time ago.
filming Quiet Shoes in February 2006,
Okay. Oh wow.
A while ago.
and we forced Dale to do it.
Yeah.
I don't remember a specific incident of asking Dale, "Hey, would you like to be in this movie?" or "Dale, meet us at the farmhouse tomorrow night."
I just think- well,
don't
I-
remember any of that process. Maybe you.
I just kind of, I kind of think when we're at work, I think we were putting the magazine together, and blah blah blah, and they were talking like, like they had like an idea for a movie that they wanted, they wanted me to be in it, and I was just thinking like, yeah, right, this is another one of those projects that everybody's like, it's all talk and no acting. You never going to see anything that's going to come of it, And I'm like, oh yeah, what the hell, why not?
Booyah!
And then little did I know, like for the next couple of years, it's like every week, almost every weekend, it was going to be taken up.
For 2 years.
Yeah.
But so they kind of pulled you into this. You're kind of the unwitting.
Well, I
film
wouldn't say I was
star.
unwitting. I thought like, that'd be kind of funny. I thought it'd be just like, I didn't think it was gonna be like a full feature.
Dale's
like,
very
like
good
it was.
about going along with stuff.
Going
though,
with the flow.
without
We cast
You have
that
to
way.
adapt.
throwing fits. He's not a
He's not high maintenance.
not high maintenance at all.
He's
So
willing
so
to
he's
try
not
new
he's not
ideas.
a Russell Crowe or a
not a Peter
Colin
Farrell.
Farrell
No.
type.
No.
Who could we parallel you to?
I don't know.
Judge Reinhold.
And who else is in this thing? I mean, you mentioned who else would people maybe recognize from the local music scene?
Band-wise,
yeah.
Bill Schlombus from the Plasters, Dick Rossetti, who DJ'd on the end.
Okay, I think I saw him in the trailer.
Yeah. His brother, who's in Red Hacks, plays a arch rival detective to his Rick Savage, and
Being only 15 years
Oh,
old. at
and
the
Rick
time.
Rick from Head,
yeah, Rick, the guitar player from that band Head,
bass player.
yeah, from Head,
Well,
and then. Well, and my sister-in-law Erica, she plays in this
Jazz.
20s jazz band in Seattle called Rosie and the Rhythm Percolators, and now she's playing in this Herb Alpert tribute band called Rat City Brass.
Herb Alpert tribute
Yeah,
band.
I know.
That'd be pretty good.
there's probably
And she sings in the movie.
that's really good. But no, on the musician front, there's about 8 bass players. This is a movie riddled with bass players. Obviously, you have Dale and Erica is a bass player. Bill Schlombus is a bass player. Dick is a bass player.
Oh, and also Rick from Head.
Rick's a bass player. Yeah, no, there's
Was like 5.
there's more too though.
Because the bass players, they need a chance to shine, I think.
Who's the forgotten
This is the
member?
thing. That's
Yeah,
right.
pretty much.
But not anymore.
We'll see. We'll see.
Well, what about the premiere? You've got the Rialto set up for this thing. I mean, what?
Yeah.
More money has been pumped into the hype machine of this thing
Than the movie
it
itself.
ever took to make it. I think not taking gas money into consideration probably didn't crack the $1,000 mark. Probably not even the $500 mark, which is pretty impressive.
I say more to 1,000.
Think so?
Yeah.
There's
Are we
outfits,
counting? Are we counting the cost of the camera? Yeah, so I don't think we do.
and then the props and then outfits.
Yeah, because I can come up
and
with
all
$500
that.
on myself alone.
You think so? Really?
God, the cigarette holder was $30.
Oh, I didn't know.
And it broke.
Oh.
So not a big Hollywood budget, you're saying?
Not at all.
No, it's like
This wouldn't even qualify as an ultra low.
Yeah, we didn't even. I don't think we even had a budget. We just it's just kind of like everybody kind of like got their own stuff and
Yeah.
their own outfits
Much,
and
yeah.
Costumes all supplied by the
There's no
actor.
makeup
the
credits.
actress.
by actor by the great actors who are playing the characters.
We do have a hair credit though.
yeah?
A
After.
barbershop in Fern Hill that was doing his hair.
Yeah.
Hair by who does the hair?
Yeah,
hair
hair
by,
by Norma of Fern Hill.
Yeah.
right, hair by Norma.
Yeah, and although
Who should be in the movie?
a little unknown fact because we didn't keep the continuity on my hair correct through the whole thing, so it gets longer and it gets shorter and it just like goes up and down. So
Everybody looked a lot older.
yeah, well, yeah, we got a lot older when this got.
So it's kind of like a Harry Potter thing where it's like you're.
Very much. I was only
Growing as
15
it
when I
goes
first
along.
started Quet Shoes, and now I'm 26.
Yeah.